Yo, it's your boy Straight Boss over here from Straight Smoke Gaming, and I was going to do this with Orb Smoke, Wildcat, but he's going through some severe allergy problems at the moment. So I'm doing this car show solo, and we're doing a car show because we had a decent response from our last one that we posted, which the theme was our favorite cars that we own at the moment. So we went with a different theme, as you should always do a different theme for car shows. We went with a muscle car theme, so all the vehicles are dubbed the muscle cars. So that's what we'll be going over. We have a very small crew, as you can see. One of our crew members didn't make the car show, so there will be one less car than we had last time. And we apologize ahead of time. We ran out of daylight again. We tried to do it as best we could, try to learn from our first car show. But, you know, the rainstorm came in and that slowed us up. We had to wait for the rain to end. By the time the rain ended, we were working with only limited daylight. So, anyway, most of it is in daylight. So, here you can see the Stallmans nomination for the car show for the muscle car. Here, this is a Vapid Hot Knife. I know it does not look like a muscle car, but it is technically a muscle car. It is only $90,000. Obviously, by the time you upgrade it and modify it, it's way more than 90,000. We went with a matte black primary and a secondary of a matte red with red smoke and a red neon kit underneath. Stallman likes his car and thinks it should win because of the big engine. He likes how the fire shoots out of the exhaust, and he just thinks it's the best here. That's why he thinks he should win. Alright, and that was Stallman's. Now we're moving on to last week's winner for the car show, and that was Straight Boss Big Hoss. Now his nomination for the muscle car show is the Vapid Hustler. Again, this is another car that you wouldn't immediately think of a traditional muscle car, but the Vapid Hustler is dubbed the muscle car. Hustler costs $625,000, so quite a bit more than the previous car with Stallmans. And you can see here, this had a livery that he put on it, and the livery says it's hustle time. I do like the livery on this car. It's fitting with the name of the car. Not many cars have a livery that matches the name of the vehicle. There you can see it has, you know, the big engine showing, fire coming out of the exhaust and everything. Very sharp looking ride. Again, not your typical muscle car. Next up is my nomination, Straight Boss OV8 nomination. I went with the another Vapid car, oddly enough. The first three cars in this car show are Vapid. This is the Vapid Peyote Gasser. Now, I went with this car because it's, well, obviously it's a muscle car, but I did like the livery for this. When you think of muscle car, you think of American muscle, American made. So I went with the American livery on this. I thought it was fitting. And I think it had a real good chance to win this car show with the livery. You can see the red smoke to go with the stripes. I was able... There's the horn. The horns for the rest of the cars at the car show, because the sad trombone is what they hear when they lose this car show. Now, a lot of the crew thought this was a Benny's vehicle. I had to inform them that it was not a Benny's vehicle. The car just sits up that high because that's the way it comes. And you can see I put the... you're able to modify... You're able to change the color of the wheels. You see there, I did the blue on the front wheels to go with the star pattern for the flag. Oddly enough, though, you're not able to modify or change the color of the back wheels, which I thought that was odd. But anyway, so that's all for the Vapid Peyote Gasser. On to the next one. This is Orbs Smoke's nomination. He chose to bring his Albany Hermes to the car show. This is a muscle car. It is $500,000, $500,000. Okay, you might notice this vehicle from Business Battles. This is one of the vehicles that you steal from a Business Battle car meet. So that if this car looks familiar, that's where you might see it from. And I see he went with teal or a turquoise primary with the orange You can't see there because we're starting to lose daylight. Went with an orange secondary, and he went with Miami Dolphins type of thing with that. And he's wanted me to add in that unlike the Dolphins, he's going to win this car show. Okay, moving on to the next one. You see we had to use the headlights from some other cars to show this, but the headlights did work really well. You can see primary color is red. This is a Gauntlet Hellfire, fastest muscle car in the game, if not the fastest, definitely top 2. This is Jerkface's nomination. He chose to throw a livery on it. Within the crew, we nicknamed this the Godsmack livery. It's a little bit of a joke and making fun of Big Hoss's tattoos he has all over his back and body. But he likes this car. He actually won this free from the wheel, as you hear his horn there. So he didn't pay a dime for this. He did have to pay for the livery and paint and all that stuff. Gauntlet Hellfire is a very sharp car. That is normally, if you buy it yourself, $745,000. And the last car, and probably one of the more traditional muscle cars, is the Tampa. Okay, I believe this is the Classy Tampa. You get this off the Southern San Andreas website along with most muscle cars. He went with, looks like a matte black finish with a secondary of a blue. Looks really sharp there with the blue wheel color with the blue smoke as well. Looks very sharp. And it's a pretty sweet looking ride. Alright, and that is all the entries. Like I said before, we didn't have Gary's car. He missed the car show. We normally do car shows on Sundays, and he was not around. So there, we're doing the voting. You can see here the Peyote Gasser has 2 votes, and Orbs Smokes Albany Hermes has 3 votes. Again, for the voting purposes, you're not allowed to vote for your own car. Here, I'm going to go down the line after we have the clear winner. We see Stallmans' car has 1 vote. Wildcat decided to vote for Stallmans. Big Hoss, the winner from last car show, had no votes. Jerkface had no votes, and Jake Cutt had no votes. We had 3 votes for the Albany Hermes and 2 votes for the Peyote Gasser. So, Orb Smoke, aka the Wildcat, is the winner of this week's car show with the Albany Hermes. There you go. He's got the red underglow. You didn't get to see that before when he was showing it off earlier. Alright, congratulations Orb Smoke for your first car show victory. As always, we like people to vote. So go ahead and comment your favorite muscle car, and we'll have a YouTube winner as well. And that's about it for this video, and we had fun. We hope you enjoyed it, seeing some of our sweet rides. And stay tuned for more vids coming from Straight Smoke Gaming. Thank you.